Alright guys, so of course now we go back onto light motion. I know it's a big process guys, but believe me, you'll get this. So now we're going to keep the 4:5 ratio. I'm going to add our newer clip, which I believe will be this. So yeah, this is pretty much what it'll look like. Now what you want to do is that if you don't want these black bars, you would just hit these little 3 dots and then fill composition area, just so that way you're good to go. There we go, like that. And then here comes the fun part. So as you are scrolling through your edit, as soon as it changes onto the next clip, that is where you want to make the perfect split. So actually I'm going to fix this to just stretch, see if that will help. Okay, so stretch helped a lot more than fill. Pretty much just want your clip not to look like that. Or I might just switch it up a little bit, we'll see later. So pretty much, you focus on the timeline. If you look, it switches from 223 to 224. That's how you can easily tell where to do the snip clip. So as you can see, that was a mistake. Right there. So you want to just make sure you snip it and then make sure that each clip before every transition has no clip showing before it. So as you can see, there's no clip showing before it or a clip showing pretty much what happens is that if you don't have the clip perfectly trimmed or split, the edit will not look right because the clip will be transitioning into not another clip but the same clip is pretty much what will happen. You'll get strength and strength as the same clip with the same transition and it will not look right. So the main thing is just to make sure you have a perfect split and make sure this is just nice and straight line right before the clip begins and the next one ends. And you would just want to do this all the way with every clip. So you would just do this all the way to your next clip, like this one, 313, like that. See if you can tell that there's no clip before it, so that means you got the snip perfectly, the split perfectly. And again, you would just be doing that all the way. It's a pain in the butt, but it's actually pretty simple once you get the hang of it. You can use the timeline to help you for the split clips, because as soon as it splits, it changes the number immediately. So for this, it would change from, let's see, 401 to 402. So that would be that, and that would be that. But yeah, that's pretty much what you would do for snipping to add your shakes. So make sure you do this first, and then after you're done snipping and clipping all this stuff, or splitting I guess, then you would add your transitions, your shakes, whatever you want to do. So I will show you that in a bit. Alright, so next up, what would you do? You would do after you're done splitting up all of your clips is this. So as soon as you figure out a good shake for each of the clips, what you would have to do is pretty simple. So this is just a copy of the original video, which I always would like to do every single time I edit, because let's say you make a mistake on this and your light motion crashes, whatever, and you would like to keep a copy of your original clips with no effects or no shakes. But anyways, what you would do is, let's go here, let's go down to, let's say, J Wizard's editing pack, and let's say we want to choose one of the shakes here. There's no media, sadly, so you can't really tell. That's why I always go back to Jay's main editing pack just to see what the effects are. But let's say we want to go to shake pack number 5. So this would be shake pack number 5, this one. You would select this little stuff here. You would go to effects. Then from here, you just click the little 3 dots, and then what you would do is copy effects. And then after you copy the effects, you go back to your project, which would be this one. And then from here, I'm not going to paste the effects onto this because I've already done it to another edit. But what would you do is that you would do this, and then you would do this, and then you would paste effects. So pretty much that's how you would do with every clip. But make sure you do the clips in order. So let's say you do 5 for this clip, the one that I selected with the eye, so it would be this one. And then you would do the same for every single stat clip. And then you would do effect 5, or not 5, sorry, effect 6, which is the one after that. You would just do the same steps, but then put those clips or effects or whatever onto this. Then you would do that, and you would do paste, and then that's how you would do all the shakes and stuff. So really quick, guys, I forgot to mention this. To do the transition bit of any type of edit, what you want to do first if you're a non-premium user is to unlock electric edges. Now, if you don't know what that is the effect that wraps around the clip itself. So what you want to do is that you want to unlock that first. So what you would do is that you would go to a duplicate layer of your main clip. So for example, you do this, and then you would do duplicate layer. So after you do that, what you want to do is on your duplicate layer, you would go to effects, add effect, and then select electric edges. Now what it would say is either you want to buy it with the premium, or you can get it through advertising it. So yeah, that's pretty much that part. So as soon as you get it, you can delete that because that's not what you want to use for now. But anyways, what you'll do once you get the electric edge is that you go back to your original clip, you go down, you go to box blur as an effect, so you can get that from blur and just do box blur. And then the main setting for box blur is 0.105, so you would do that just to get this blur effect in the back of your duplicate clip. And then what you would do is you go quickly to your, not quickly, but just in general, to your transition pack. So for example, I got cleans. So in Clean's effect pack, I go to their second effect. So as you see, they have 2 blue things here. So what you would do is that you get the first blue one, and then you do copy layer and clean style. And what you would do is pretty easy. You would just go back to your edit. You go to duplicate clip, the layer that you would use really. So like this one. And then what you would do is that you would paste the layer with the blue bucket. So as soon as you do the bucket, you select that and then you paste it, and it should look something like this. So then what you would do is you do the same steps for the second blue sliver, and then you put that on the next clip. So you just would do that and then do it again with the other clips. Again, make sure you duplicate the main clip and do blur on the main clip. Box blur. So yeah. Now for the final part of the editing portion of this video, I forgot to mention before, just a little something you guys don't really have to pay attention that much. But what would you do is that after you put it back into CapCut and stuff, I recommend muting your audio and then re-adding it from the original stuff. Sorry, I chose the wrong one, but the point is that you don't want to have the audio from the light motion clip, mainly because of the fact that the audio will not be perfect. It will have lag, it will have split sounds, so it won't sound right, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. And I would show you guys the final preview, but I kind of want this video to be a surprise, so you'll eventually hopefully see it. But the end result will be just you got your clips and stuff and everything's together. And yeah, and you would end it with a 9:16 ratio, which is what you would upload to YouTube as your final product. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to do more content for this if you guys want in the future. KK out, guys. You have a good one.